Year 2022, month of July, or month 7. In this short slideshow video, I'm going to go over a few infospheric problems and how people who write code around the world can begin to repair them. You've probably heard of some of these. So first, there is the COBOL problem. This is the code inside of a lot of bank mainframe computers. A lot of those computers are also in government agencies for processing taxes and benefits and whatnot. There were a lot of problems during the coronavirus pandemic. So what we can do there is start converting the old COBOL to a kind of object-oriented COBOL that we can write UMLs about using a standard compiler like the new GNU COBOL compiler. And then eventually we can move those to the object-oriented languages that we are more familiar with, like Java and C#. Next is PHP, still used in 70% of websites out there. PHP has evolved. It is not a standardized language like Ruby is, but since it isn't standardized, it can keep evolving and become a better looking language. And of course, the C programming language that is on top of it, that is underneath it, is standardized. So that's not really much of a problem. So with PHP, we can just write better PHP and then maybe move on to the object-oriented languages like Java and C#. JavaScript. Yes, JavaScript is a problem. There has been too much dependency, especially on the back end where we didn't need it. So for JavaScript, we could go to any better form of JavaScript like TypeScript, or the thing. What's beneficial about JavaScript is that it keeps evolving. Its standard keeps evolving. The ECMA script standard is updated like every year. And so eventually there should be like a better form of it evolving, and we can start converting the old stuff to the new stuff. Hopefully it's a better, more object-oriented kind of JavaScript. Like let's have integer primitives and classes, And then from there, especially on the back end, we can start converting back to object-oriented languages like Java and C#. Objective-C is the programming language that Apple used before Swift. So if you have Objective-C that needs to be updated, you either convert it to Swift if it can take the performance slowdown, because Swift is a garbage-collected virtual machine language. Or if you need it low level, just start writing it back in modern fast C++. The next problem is the Java code that's out there, mostly Java 8. And for that, we can just keep moving it to new Java. Another problem would be all the proprietary Python libraries that you have out there in a lot of banking systems. And the solution to that is to grasp the general idea of what the code is doing and write it in more common Python libraries that specialize in the number crunching. So that's all for this video. I hope that you can find places and employment in simply fixing the problems left by previous coders. Please like and subscribe, and put productive comments down below about your experience in fixing old code and code migrations.